Hello my citrus friends! Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be designing some weird biblical creatures. Yes, you heard that right. Surprisingly, the Bible has a lot of supernatural freaky stuff in it, and we're going to also be reading the descriptions from the Bible. So yeah, into drawing we go. First off, we have the four-head beast in Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 1 verses 5 to 11 says, "From the center of the cloud came four living beings that looked human, except that each had four faces and four wings. Their legs were straight and their feet had hooves like those of a calf and shone like burnished bronze. Under each of their four wings I could see human hands. So each of the four beings had four faces and four wings. The wings of each living being touched the wings of the beings beside it. Each one moved straight forward in any direction without turning around. Each had a human face in the front, the face of a lion on the right side, the face of the ox on the left side, and the face of an eagle at the back. Each had two pairs of outstretched wings. One pair out to touch the wings of the living beings on either side of it, and the other pair covered its body." So for this design, I was a bit confused at first because there are two different versions of this type of beast. First, we have the four-head beast, like I described, and the four beasts. I was going to draw the four beasts from Revelation, but I decided to go along with the Ezekiel version. Anyways, I wanted to draw these beasts in a folklore-like style from those old illustrated storybooks. So I referenced this style from Yearloker and used a lot of lines for the shading, and also used a digital watercolor brush to color in the creature and to use it for texture. Since the Bible never mentioned the creature being clothed, I made a human-like figure shirtless and used the wings as an accessory to cover him, since the wings wrapped around his arms. To also make it more majestic, I gave the creatures glowing eyes and used the fire as described in the Bible as a background and illuminating stripes extending out. And now, onto the red dragon. Revelation 12 verse 3 says, "Then I witnessed in heaven another significant event. I saw a large red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, with 7 crowns on top of his heads." Since I never drew dragons before, I just used a crap ton of references. I was basically reference farming. So I think this piece got a bit complicated for me because it was a 7-headed dragon, and I didn't know how to incorporate 7 necks connecting to the heads without making the lines touch. But thankfully I corrected it. I was going to add a bunch of stars because in the Bible it said that the dragon used stars to attack this mysterious woman. But I didn't follow through with it because I plan to use that for another piece of work that I plan to do soon. So stay tuned for that. I really loved hatching and shading in this piece, and I really found drawing dragons really fun. Maybe I might draw another one next time, who knows? Okay, so the locust. Oh boy. In Revelation 9 verse 3 to 10 it says, "And the locusts came from the smoke and descended on the earth, and they were given power to sting like scorpions. They were told not to harm the grass, or plants, or trees, but only the people who did not have the seal of God on their foreheads. They were told not to kill them, but to torture them for 5 months, with pain like the pain of a scorpion sting. In those days, people will seek death but not find it. They'll long to die, but death will flee from them." The locusts looked like horses prepared for battle. They had what looked like gold crowns on their heads, and their faces looked like human faces. They had hair like woman's hair and teeth like the teeth of a lion. They wore armor made out of iron, and their wings roared like an army of chariots rushing into battle. They had tails that stung like scorpions, and for 5 months they had the power to torment people. This creature is a hideous one, and I'm proud of how horrifying it came out in the end. It took a bit of days to work around this design because the way of how it's described is pretty surreal. So at first I thought the locusts should have a bridle since the Bible said that they were like horses and that they had breastplates. But later on I realized I made a mistake. Like a really big mistake. I used a lot of bug references and also genre references of how people shade in bugs, so that I could make it accurate but also folklore style as possible. But yeah, I just really did my best and hope they'll turn out okay in the end. I don't even think I colored in the armor that good to my liking, but at the same time, I think it's decent enough. And that's all the creatures from the Bible. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the notification bell, or else I'll
eat all up like weeds and
Off your hair off just like the leaves that grows on a weed.
That line wasn't scripted, but now it is. Anyway, that's all for now, guys. Bye! Also, sorry guys about the really late upload. Honestly, I was just going through a lot because I just moved in for college and, you know, it was just like a hassle trying to make this video, trying to do the speed paints and everything, and just trying to actually get this thing together. But I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I just really hope that you guys don't get mad at me for this. But yes, there's going to be more videos, but right now I'm going to be taking classes, so it's going to be like a really slow uploading season. So hopefully I'll get out of that and try to crank out more videos during the holidays. So yeah. Anyways, bye.